I'm Tom Breedlove, the Indianapolis skateboard journalist. I do my own thing.
Okay. Rosalind Pinky Sanford with CICO.
Okay.
I'm Charles Schmitz.
Nice to meet you guys. So you're down here trying to capture the footage and from what went peaceful to insane way earlier than I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
And you think it's going to be happening down here tonight again?
They playing on it. I hope they don't let anybody downtown tonight.
Tom Breedlove, man.
Tom
nice to meet
Breedlove.
you. The Indianapolis skateboard journalist.
Remember that. We ain't about violence. We're about assisting and helping.
That's right. That bad, it's like Evil Knievel.
Hey, I'm the silver lady. I'm pretty unpredictable.
Going to bow down now?
I didn't do anything wrong.
Happy International Canada Day, Indianapolis!
Doing a love story on Jesus.
Fundraise year round.
You took a picture of me, but you won't give me $1. The drummer. He's pretty good.
So, where are all the homeless people like yourself going with all this?
I have no idea. I'm homeless, single woman of 50, and I carry a 0-degree sleeping bag. I picked my sleeping bag up the minute all this craziness started, and I went to the outskirts on East Washington.
Yeah.
And then I come in today, and it looks like friggin' Grenada. But windows busted out everywhere. There's no way I can panhandle and get my dinner. I'm gonna have to wait on somebody to feed me for free because there's too many people coming out of pocket fixing shit. You can't fix one injustice with 19 more. You can't. The evil in the world's just gonna win if they just keep going like that.
Where do you stay then? Washington Street out there?
Earth, welcome.
What?
Earth, welcome.
Hey, no. Do you stay out off of Washington?
I am now.
Because I know this guy, Deontay. Black guy.
I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
I keep to myself.
You keep
God
to
bless.
yourself. Hey,
God
Debbie,
bless skateboarding.
take care of yourself.
You too.
I hope to see you again. No, why? Where is it?
Right here on this, like on the second level.
On this little ledge here?
Yeah.
That's your
Yeah,
ladder's
right
not
up
long
there.
enough, is
No,
it?
it only goes like to the first ledge and it's actually on the second one.
What were you guys down here filming?
The Riot.
Oh, last
Yeah.
night?
Yeah, but all the interference from the helicopters or something made
Yeah.
my thing go crazy.
Did it just take off from you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decided he wanted to go another way.
What kind of drone is it?
It's a DJI.
That's what I got right here.
Yeah,
I
DJI.
love those. Those are the best ones.
Yeah.
They're
I think
easy.
so.
You
For
know, nobody
skateboarding.
knows.
Because the GoPro's kind of big and clunky with its stabilizer. I like to keep it small.
Plus,
I'm
it's
sorry.
invasive, yeah.
Sorry I can't help you guys out.
That's all good.
No problem. I figured if you had that, you may have had.
What do you guys film for? Who?
Me, I was just shooting filming me. I mountain bike. I run Spartan races. I mean, what do I not film? That's right.
Okay, cool.
I'm a community ambassador, so I film everything.
Point. So you've been riding around, checking out the damage.
Yeah, I've been riding around. It's sort of incredible that that this is sort of the quiet after the storm and everybody's boarding up and cleaning up. And it's like, hey, we'll rebuild it. It'll get back going again. Hopefully it'll slow down tonight, but I guess it's planned again for tonight. We'll see how that rolls.
It is?
Yeah, they're planning 2 and 4 o'clock, some unofficial stuff. So hopefully they'll get the message and this was enough, but I don't know. We'll see. It's just pretty tragic. Blood on the sidewalks. This right here is a spot where somebody was shot and killed. And the war memorial, if you looked at my video, I did a little video up there. There's blood all over it on one side of it. And I mean, it's just sort of sad. But just checking it out and all that good stuff.
And you think it's going to be happening down here tonight again?
They plan on it. I hope they don't let anybody downtown tonight.
You don't want anybody coming down here doing that? Do you think their voices have been heard adequately?
Yeah.
You think that's it?
This is enough.
Like now it's just gonna, it could lead to something pretty terrible for people.
That'll lead to more retaliation.
And it'll just keep,
If they go home when curfew was over, we won't have that problem, but they're not doing it.
We need our leadership to come out and say, we're going to, first of all, introduce legislation to where you're not allowed to use lethal force against people who are unarmed. And if you do, you will be charged just like a civilian who does it, whether you carry a badge or not. So if you're a police officer and this man doesn't have a gun, and you yourself aren't physically capable of containing him, then I'm going to need you to start expecting more out of your police officers.
Restaurants downtown Indianapolis are closed, so now us homeless people don't get none of that food, and we don't get none of the money. There's no conventions going on. There's no ball games going on. All the panhandlers downtown are making $0, no money, and that's our bread and butter. We need that money. We depend on that money. It's too rough out here for us right now. And I just talked to a few other people. They lost their jobs downtown Indy because of this Black Lives Matter stuff. Because the coronavirus stuff, they had been out of work for more than a month. And now they was just about to open all the restaurants downtown, but now they're not because of the Black Lives Matter movement. And all those employees are out of job now.
Repetition caused downloading into your subconscious mind. That's how they program this whole nation into this dream that we have.
he's up in there now. You've been down around Indianapolis most of your life, haven't you?
Yep. Grew up on the south side.
You ever see anything come close to this
No.
in your lifetime?
No, not here. I mean, even in '68, when Bobby Kennedy was here and calmed the crowd down, and they didn't even burn the city then, when others were burning. So, Indianapolis sort of has a reputation of being sort of calm, but I think there was a lot of outsiders here because I rolled by the bus station on the way in from Mars Hill, and I saw people out there like waiting on buses, or like they looked like they'd been up all night, if you know what I mean. So I just wonder about, there's all these different factions involved in this. I'm sure there's some peaceful people that are really sort of upset about this, and then there's other people that just want blood, glass, and violence, and looting, and those things. And you got to wonder, what good's that going to do anybody?
It's a give and take thing. They got to give, or really gonna keep trying to take. So that's where we're at now. I mean, I'm not condoning it on this level, but it's like we tried everything else. You know what I mean? Also, so
You think people, when they're having conversations like we are right now, they just get offended too easily these days, don't you think?
That's a huge problem. Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to have dialogue with people back and forth who don't agree, who don't see things as you see it. Otherwise, you never learn anything. I wouldn't learn nothing if I wasn't willing to listen to somebody who didn't feel the way I feel. If I only talk to like-minded individuals, then there's no growth that's going to happen on any end. So, and that's another thing that has to do with even our leadership. If they don't come and start talking to people who have a belief system that was culturally cultivated from a life not like theirs, because depending on how you was raised and where you was raised at, you see things differently, you receive information differently.
I know you didn't come down. Anybody
No.
I know that probably would have been covering something was smart enough to stay away from it, because it was crazy. I mean, I could hear the sirens from Mars Hill.
I see here at 120, they protected the building allegedly with weapons all night long, and they boarded up the one window here, so it's not really damaged. They boarded it up ahead of time, and then this other door back in here, that was actually shot out by rubber bullets. So
Yeah, and
sounds like the
Tom-
police did some damage too.
And Tom Sutton with the coach's corner down there, they had some friends down there, and they were not quite in the beaten path, but I mean, it doesn't really matter, where you were, because I saw stuff all the way down by the Lucas Oil that had windows broken out.
The community that we come from could not be all represented in just one type of individual. That's why there has to be so many different vast types of people, because the being that we represent is so vast. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt, if you put all of him into one person, since he can't himself be incorporated in the earth, then that person couldn't, you know what I'm saying, in a flesh, in his suit. So to be a true representation of all that he is, then you need hundreds of thousands of different types of people and and ways of thinking. There's nothing that exists even in personality and character. There's nothing that exists in opinions that people have and the way you look at things or emotions that didn't exist in him, because everything had to exist before for it to exist now in him. You understand? You know what I mean? So I couldn't create something and then not have all the material it took to create it. Like, I'm a contractor, so if I'm building a house, I gotta have everything that it takes to build that house. I can't build a house and then all of a sudden the house is made out of plastic and I built the whole house with wood.
You know, I've got some Hebrew Israelite friends around the corner I'd love you to talk to, man.
Right here.
You're Hebrew
Yes, sir.
Israelite?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm glad I ran into you, John.
Well,
I like your videos and like what you're doing out here. Stay safe, and
Yep.
we'll talk soon.
Well, I thought, this is District 97. I'm sort of running. I think it's a little bit south of it, but this is the district that I'm hoping to get that seat in Indiana House. And folks, we got to make some changes. We got to put new people in there that really live in the neighborhood, that live where you live, and it's going to struggle where you struggle. So that's my little campaign speech. Thanks. It's good meeting you in person.
Yeah.
So, carry on.
What I find is that people wait for someone to say one little wrong thing,
Right.
and then they pounce on them and
Right.
discredit them as a human being altogether.
That's the thing about the internet has given people this safe haven where people can be disrespectful and say some different kind of things that they probably wouldn't say
In
if
person.
they were standing right next to you. I mean, I get that a lot.
I mean, you've seen friends who were friends for a long time and they ain't friends no more because of stupid stuff. I mean, when they got more in common than they realize.
We
And
understand that we can we can even learn from people who say we don't agree on all these things, but I can just learn something from you in a specific area that you know more about than I do. So one of the reasons we are so unsuccessful, even as when you look at the church, is because we don't want to learn nothing from Gentiles. The thing about it is we need to learn a lot about investments. We need to learn a lot about, property ownership and going out and doing these types of things. That doesn't make you a sinner or any type of person not worthy of salvation, because you're learning from the people who know how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said, because my people suffer for a lack of knowledge. This ain't just knowledge of scripture. This is knowledge altogether.
yeah.
If you don't have the knowledge of, if you eat that, it'll kill you. Just having that information.
How to plant things, how to get back to nature. I mean, we've lost our way.
Yeah, and that's actually more Hebrew than anything. If you look at the Hebrew language, it all stems from our oneness with nature. All the pictures, the Paleo Hebrew, all these pictures of houses or letters, pictures of staffs that they use to shepherd sheep. All these are what the letters are made up of, so that you could actually see the language in nature when you went outside. It was like the Hebrew people very connected to land. That's why I was always talking about planting seeds, sowing seeds, rain.
Yeah.
It was all about, I'll bless your land, I'll send you into a land.
Fishing.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's what we need to get back to. That we tear down nature and put up, concrete and these types of things. And at the end of the day, man, that's an oblong. That's we say under God, but which God are we talking about?
Yeah, I'll take whatever you got, except for falling down. How about that? No slams. That's all I ask.
All right. Hold on.
You know what your problem is?
I'm gonna let all your YouTubers laugh at me first.
No, you get the wrong shoe. No, I never put anybody on there to bust on them.
Oh my goodness.
I think you got the wrong shoes. Here, let me see what you want to film me for a second.
Yep.
See what I can do. You're going.
There we go. 47 years old. Okay.
Almost had it. Here we go. Shove it.
He's out here showing me up.
Too smooth. I'm still pretty shaky.
He is out here showing me up. Oh, he said it's my turn. All right, it's King Wee, y'all, if y'all don't know. All right, here we go. He's coming down. He's getting it.
Oh, man.
Almost. I'm tired from my bike ride.
You live in the Sobro?
Huh?
You live here in Sobro? Me either. I used to. Long time ago.
I got that one.
You got two, man, I think, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, I'm terrible with the flip tricks. Shove-its is about all I can do. I can do some 180 ollies. Sometimes almost a 360 ollie. It's hard.
All right.
Dude, I'm impressed. How old are you?
43.
It is.
It's King Wee with the takeover. If you want to do something good with your community, find us on Facebook. I just met this gentleman. He's a good dude right here. Having fun out here. We're going to go ride bikes.
Tom Breedlove, man.
Tom
Nice to meet
Breedlove.
you. The Indianapolis skateboard journalist.
Wee. Remember that. We ain't about violence. We're about assisting and helping.
That's right. Because you'd help me if the cops were beating me up too, wouldn't you?
Yeah, why not?
That's right.
Why not?
I never got beat up, but I sure did get harassed.
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
How about you, man? You get harassed? You ever get beat up by him?
No, never.
Right on. Well, you take care.